get money. Fuck. I'm definitely cut different. I twist honey some puff puff. With a good job and all that, but he loves sniffing. Shit talker. Playboy British Walker. After the sunshine, it gets darker. Slick talk, pain, and torture. One false move across you. These lames across you. Don't let the game extort you. What's happening, man? About to take me a ride, man. Love the nightlife when it comes to riding. So we're going to talk about game. You know, the game that a lot of men think they got to have for women. Put to y'all like this. A lot of men feel like they got to say the right shit. If they say the wrong shit, then they feel like, oh, that's why she stopped talking to me. Or I don't hear from her no more. That's not why. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes you could be really out of pocket or something, or say something that will make a woman not want to talk to you. However, I'm going to put it to y'all like this, why game is useless. And why a lot of times it's not really that you said something that made her do that. If the same guy that she highly likes says the same type of shit you said, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, nothing would have happened. So if you're a guy thinking, oh, if I say the wrong shit, I'm going to run her off or turn her off. Bullshit. If you are the right guy that she likes, you damn near, cause you got all the strikes in the world. You could make all kind of mistakes. Why am I saying this? Because men got to understand that the reason why this woman's doing this, or the reason why you feel like you gotta walk on fucking eggshells when you're dealing with a fucking woman, is because you think that there's some type of way that if you say this or that, you're gonna run some woman off. Only if that woman don't really like you like that. Yeah, you will. But guess what? The same guy that she highly likes can do the same shit you did, and she won't even, she'll look past it. 9 times out of 10, she'll look past it. So you hear a lot of women on the inboxes, right? Get this creep out of my inbox. Blah, blah, blah. Or men need to learn how to start conversations with something other than, hey. Let her celebrity crush say, hey. That bitch be doing jumping jacks, singing and every fucking thing. I bet she don't call her celebrity crush a creep in her inbox, right? What I'm trying to tell people, men especially, oh, don't worry, I got something for women too, because, you know, a lot of women think it's what they do that's making men cheat and all this shit too. So that's not true either. I'm going to get down to that too. You know, if a woman really likes you, man, like I said, man, take 2 people. Say a woman really likes me and the other guy she don't really like, and we said the same exact shit. Everything I say for some reason just going to sound so much better. You know what I mean? Or we could say the same thing. Hey, nice ass. Now, the other guy that she really don't like, oh, he's a creep. But the one she really likes, she's not going to say that. So this is my whole point. Men should just throw game away. You don't need game. You don't need game. All you need to do is deal with women who like you. And the ones who don't, you'll know. And then you just leave them alone. It's that simple. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, no, you did this wrong, or I don't like how a man did this or that. That's bullshit. If they like a man, you don't hear none of that. The men who they like, they don't have consequences. So, in other words, if a woman likes me, I have to do some crazy ass shit to really make that woman not like me. And she probably still would like me. Why do you think some men get beat on women and shit, and these women still like these guys? Why do you think that? Shouldn't he have fucked up? Surely this motherfucker should have fucked up, right? You got motherfuckers setting women's clothes on fire, everything under the sun, and they still will talk to that guy. That should let you know right there it's not really about what you're saying or doing as a man. It's either the woman likes you or she don't. That's it. There's no in between, none of that bullshit. I'm going to dance around like a dancing monkey. Basically what a lot of men think, I'm going to trick a woman into liking me. How you going to trick somebody into liking you? Can a woman that you don't want at all as a man, can she trick you into liking her? It don't matter what she do. Let's take a woman a man is highly unattractive to. Highly unattractive to. Right? Completely unattracted to. Versus a woman that he's highly attracted to. Let those two women do the same shit. Same exact shit. They approach the man the same way. Or let's just take it deeper. Let's just say he was in a relationship with both for whatever reasons. Hypothetically saying he's in a relationship with both of them. But one he really don't like and one he do. The one he really don't like can't get away with shit. The one he really like can get away with murder. That's just the way it is. Or even more, he'll actually commit to the one he actually likes and he'll just string the other one along. And they could do the same, they could treat the man the same exact way. Do everything the same. Let's say their sex was the same. Let's say everything was the same except for how much he liked one versus the other. The other one that he really don't like is going to get strung along and he's going to commit to the other one. So it does not matter, I moved mountains for a man. I did this. I'm this type of woman. I got all this going on. If it's for the wrong guy, it don't matter. It just does not matter, man. I don't know why people don't get this shit. It's simple. You just have, I think people don't want to come to terms that everybody don't like them. And by default, by them not wanting to come to them terms, it's like they can't accept that some people don't like them. And since they can't accept that, they keep trying to talk to people or they let people sit around longer than what they should have let them sit around. You see? The moment I see, if I'm out here dating, if I see a woman don't like me, that's it. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. It don't matter. It's better to be wrong by thinking a person didn't like you versus being wrong by thinking they did. In my opinion. All I know is this. When it comes to a woman, if she highly likes a man, me and that man can say the same exact shit. And guess what? I can say you're beautiful, right? And he can say it too. But if she only likes one or the other, guess what? That other beautiful, that's all y'all could do is say people are beautiful. Come up with another line. This is where you get this screenshotting and all this shit that they screenshot men and all that. That's from somebody that they didn't like. That's what it is, man. They will never screenshot a guy they like. It's not going to happen. They will never leave a guy on red that they like. It's not going to happen. A man is never going to leave a woman on red that he likes. It's not going to happen. A man is never going to commit to or try to commit to a woman he really wants. It's not going to happen. Unless maybe a man be like, you know what? I'm not ready for that woman. I like that woman a lot, but I don't want to do her like that. So I'm not going to commit to her. But he would already be up front with it. It wouldn't be no games. You do not need game for a woman. Why? Because if you think you need game, then obviously you must think that woman already don't like you. I'm going to say that shit again for everybody listening. If you are a man and you think, I better come up with these clever lines and all this shit, you already think that woman too good for you, and you think that woman don't really like you because you wouldn't have to do that. And you don't have to do that if a woman really like you. Why? Because if you take two men, one she likes and one she don't, let them say the same thing. If this was a fucking game reality show, put two motherfuckers that she like, or you know, two guys she talks to, one she don't, one she do, and let record the shit and let the same two guys say, hey, we're gonna say the same lines, we're gonna rehearse this same thing. Watch what happens. One will get rejected and one will get accepted. Same thing. So you tell me, does it matter about game? Game don't work on women that don't like you. That's what men don't get. If a woman don't like you, I don't give a fuck how much game you got. What's that going to do? So y'all trying to tell me a woman I don't like can run game on me? I don't like you. There's nothing you can say or do. You can't. It don't matter how much game you got. Why you think some men get caught up with certain women? Because they like that woman. That's how that woman was able to deceive. Like Kanye West right now. That's how Kim was able to deceive him. You think that would have happened to somebody, You think Kanye West would have been in that situation with a woman he didn't like? She would have never been able to run that type of game on him because he would have never liked her. That's just the way it is, people. So game is really useless. Why? Because if the only way you can use game is if you're using it on women who really don't like you. So what's the point? You see? If it's a woman I like that likes me, I don't need game. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If a woman likes you, she's like, oh, I don't date people who I work with, or I don't date this, I don't date that, I'm busy, I don't know. Nah, that's not what women do who like you, man. And if you think so, then fine, be my guest. And men who like, I'm not ready for this or that, I just want to kick it for now. If you want to believe that and want to hang on and think that that man somehow magically just going to commit to you one day, good luck. Good luck, but I'm telling you, if a man really like you, he ain't gonna say that because he's gonna want you to be his. He's not gonna take the risk of if a man really likes you, he wants you to know that. He don't want you to think, oh, well, I don't want her to know I like her, but I like her. Come on, man, that don't exist. Because he's gonna be worried that you're going to like somebody else. So off the bat, that motherfucker is not gonna let you think maybe he don't like me. It's not gonna happen. And that's why I don't get when it comes to women. Like, why are you caught up in this? I don't know. How long does a man expect a woman to wait? All this shit. What are you doing, man? You're dealing with somebody who don't really like you like that. That's just what it is. And some people can't handle that. I don't understand why. Because there's always somebody better. So you mean to tell me you can't do better than somebody who really don't like you? Of course you can, man. But people want to flirt and play with basically their life and end up getting pregnant by motherfuckers who really don't like them and shit like this. So this is what happens. This is what happens. No need for game, though. Only way you need game. I'm gonna take that back a little bit. Not even then, though, but let me explain something. You still don't need game if it's a woman that like you because she's not gonna play games. But the only way you really need game is to recognize game. I'm going to say that shit again because I know motherfuckers just don't get it, man. Y'all don't get it, man. The only reason you need game when it comes to women or even men is to recognize game so you don't get game ran on you. That's the only reason. Anybody say anything other than that, you are trying to get a woman who don't like you or a man who don't like you. You do not need game to deal with somebody who likes you. You only need game to realize, oh, this motherfucker don't like me. Or they trying to run game on me and get over on me. That's the only reason why you really need game, so you can recognize it. That is facts, man. So I tell men all the time, all this jumping around, doing monkey tricks and all this circus act shit. Remember what Pac said? What, you expect the nigga to do some magic tricks for you? Really, you heard what he told her? And that's the same thing that's going on today. Oh, but if I don't do this, Twan, then the other guys are going to get the girls and I won't get none. That's not, okay. Let them be the circus acts. I guarantee you the right woman that really want to fuck with you, I guarantee you'll still get her. You'll probably stand out more because you won't be trying to do these circus acts and come off as any other guy. That's what happens when you don't be yourself and when you start trying to run game on motherfuckers. You sound like everybody else running game because game is game. It's the same. It does not change. You see what I mean? Game is game. It does not change. It does not change. Some people might be a little deeper with it, but it's still the same thing. And that's how you'll come across if you start running game. You'll come across as the next motherfucker. So let them guys do their little circus act dancing, coon bucking and shit for females. You don't gotta do that shit if a woman really like you. I promise you that. So why do it? Shit. Save your energy and figure out how to make money and shit. The right woman, she's gonna appreciate you. It's gonna be almost effortless. Same thing with a man. All these women doing all this crazy shit to get a man to like you. Why? The right guy? You ain't gotta do all that. But the problem, I think, with a lot of women is they want what they can't have. Oh, yes, I'm definitely getting into that. I know the title ain't on this motherfucker, but we still getting into that. They want what they can't have a lot of times. Some women don't. Some women actually want what they can't have, but most don't. What do I mean by that? A lot of times, man, you know, if they feel like, oh, he likes me, I don't like him no more. Or I know who he is. I've seen him on Facebook a lot, so he's not no longer mysterious. I think I know who he really is, judging by his Facebook. So they think that they don't like you no more, you know? But they don't even know who you are. A lot of times they're just attracted to people that they can't have because they don't know who that person is. Or they can't have that person, which makes that person more attractive, you know? So the guy that is actually there like, hey, me, I like you. That one he usually loses a lot of times unless that woman really likes him back, then yeah. But this is why men play games and why men don't want to open up to women. You know, I seen that post earlier too. Why won't men open up to women? They said black men at that, you know. Why they would do that, I don't know. That's all men. Why won't men open up to women? Because they feel like if they do, then this woman will stop liking them. That's why. That's the fucking truth. They feel like if I play this game of, you know, the so-called bad boys do, and act like you can't have me and all this shit, you'll probably like me more sometimes. And sometimes that is true. Unless, of course, it's the right woman. It don't matter with the right woman. She's still going to like you regardless. But, you know, when you're dealing with these games and shit, that's why a lot of men won't open up to women. Because they feel like if they do, that woman will lose interest. And that's true. Most women are attracted to men that don't really want them, or are attracted to men they don't really know. And that's just what it is. But even then, with all that said, man, you still don't need game. You only need game to recognize game so people can't run game on you. That's it, and that's all. Any man that thinks differently is fooling himself. If you think there's some magic formula that's going to make women like you that don't like you, you have been lied to. You have been lied to. These dating coaches and shit, they lying to y'all, man. You know, you might be able to pull off sex sometimes or get something out of females maybe if that's what you want, but that's kind of lame to me. But if you really trying to get a woman to really like you, ain't nothing you could do but be you and keep self-improving and shit like that. That's about all you could do. All these games and shit don't matter. Because you take me and you take another guy, and let's just say the girl likes that guy and don't really like me, we could plan it out. Like, hey man, you got your lines rehearsed. We gonna say the same exact things, and when we both go on a date with her, you know, different times, we gonna do the same exact thing. Say they did the same exact shit. I'm telling you, one's only gonna have effect, and the other one really ain't, cause she only likes that one. It don't matter. Men gotta think. If it's a woman, if it's a 1,000-pound ugly woman that you don't like, does it really matter what that woman says or do? Are you just gonna start liking her out the blue? It's not gonna happen, dog. So what do you think? Why do y'all think it's different with women? Why do you think, oh, if I start lying on Facebook about what I'm doing in life, they'll like me more? It ain't, yeah, maybe until they figure out you full of shit. But even then, those women, if you have to do this to make a woman like you, then does she really like you? Does a woman really like you if you got to do these things? Think about it. Think. The goal is to get a woman to like you for you. Then all that other shit is just extra shit. So she imagine a woman who like you for you, and then she starts to get to know you. Damn, he got this going on, and this, and this, and this, and it. Damn. See, she liked you already. Now she super like you. See what I'm saying? Versus a woman who don't really like you. Oh, but he got all this going on. Let me plot on him. You know, this is where you get these people divorced and shit, divorce rate and shit. And you know what? While I'm on this subject, same thing with women. Oh, let me fuck him to get him to like me, or let me do this and that, and he's gonna like me. I was a good woman. I cooked, I cleaned, I did all this shit for him, and he still didn't like me. These niggas still cheat. This is all they do. You damn right they still gonna cheat if you not the woman they like. That's just the way it is, man. That's why I beat in the women's heads all the time. Pick the right motherfucker. There's no way around this shit. I don't know what. Somebody lied to females somewhere along the lines, or it's men lying to them and they falling for the bullshit. It's men telling them, I love you so much, you so special, and they falling for it. And unfortunately, they might be attracted to the wrong motherfuckers. See, a lot of women are attracted to men who have no desire to commit. They're just good at attracting women, you see? And unfortunately, for some women, they're attracted to the... If a woman's attracted to the wrong guy, she's fucked, basically. Because she's going to have a choice to pick all these men, right? But if she's attracted to the wrong one, she's fucked. Because she's going to pick the one she's attracted to the most. She's going to go after the one she's attracted to the most. All them other ones going to try, but it's going to be like ricochets. Yeah, hey, good morning, beautiful, this and that. That's going to be like ricochets. She's not trying to hear it. She wants that one. And if that one don't like her and don't plan on treating her right, even, and another dangerous part about this is that one that she really like, he still might fuck her, but he might not commit to it. So now the game's even deeper because she's starting to fall for somebody who she hopes likes her in the end. And she has access to that. Men usually don't. We usually don't have access to somebody we like that don't like us. Women still have access to this. Because of sex. The only way men still have access to women who really don't like them is usually money. But even then, that's a dangerous ass game too, as a man, because you need your resources. Just like a woman needs her body and shit. Y'all ain't ready for this game that I'm giving y'all, man. Y'all act like I'm just some guy sitting on this motherfucking shit and just talking. Dude, the shit I be saying be so fucking deep and nobody picks up on it. Nobody picks up on it. Or I guess people say all the time, they watch my shit, so somebody listening. But it's all about secure. It's all about being secure. A lot of people are going to tell you you're insecure. A lot of people test you to see, well, they claim they're testing to see if you're insecure. What do I mean by this? A woman will purposely ignore you to see, let me see if he's secure, right? Let me see if he's not, let me see if he's insecure or not. I'm gonna ignore him on purpose. Well, guess what? A man that's secure, oh shit, okay, well, you gotta go because you're playing games. You see? So you can't really gauge somebody's insecurity because you ignore them. Some people say, hey, this girl full of games. Right? Right? But anyways, man. Nobody needs... You don't need game. Men, you do not need game. You know what I mean? I've never, ever in my life needed game to be liked by somebody who likes me. Never. But anyways, I think that's all I got for y'all, man. And as far as y'all women, I don't give a fuck if you're the finest fucking woman on earth. You picked the wrong man, you're fucked. Period. You're going to end up liking somebody who's not going to like you, or they're going to cheat on you. There's no magic formula. How do you stop? How do you... I seen something. My bad. How do you stop men from cheating? And all these questions these women got about men. The answer is simply this. You have to pick the right guy. The only problem with this shit is women have access to so many guys who really don't like them. That's the problem. And that's why most women pick the wrong guy. Because if they think that these guys that they have access to might have a chance, they're going to pick the one they like the most. And if that one they like the most ain't the one who really would do them right and not do them wrong and really want them like they want that guy, they are fucked. They're fucked. I don't care how much a woman huffs and puffs and sweats and tries to make a man love her. If you pick the wrong motherfucker, it does not. All you're going to have is somebody you like a lot. That's it. We can, see, I'm tired of people saying, oh, they like the thugs and this and that. It don't really matter if they like a fucking thug or a fucking square geek. If they pick the wrong motherfucker, they fucked. Ain't no molding. Some women might convince y'all, other women, oh, I molded my husband and this and that. You're not gonna be happy with that, because now you're gonna feel like you're the dominant man. Unless you're a woman who actually wants to be the dominant motherfucker, I guess good luck with that. But most women don't want that, and by nature, women they want dominant men. So a lot of times it don't even be a thug and all this other bullshit. It's just simply that woman has had access to a guy that she liked more than the rest, and that guy didn't like her back. That is simply all it is. And as a man, we don't have to deal with that. The only way a man has to start dealing with having access to women who really don't want him, but will use him for certain benefits, just like a man will use a woman for sex he really don't want to commit to, is if a man has money. And that's where the famous men get raped all the time by females that didn't really want them. That's just what it is. If you a broke dude, you don't have that problem when it comes to women. If she fucking with you, she probably fucking with you. If you got money, now the game deep. Now you got to really pay attention to everything. But if you pick the right woman, man, and you got so much to offer, she already liked you for you, and now you just amplify that shit with all the shit you got to offer as a man, I'm trying to tell you, you'll have one happy woman, because she already liked you for you. And now she find out, damn, he got this going on. Damn, his sex is good too. This and that. Shit, I just like the motherfucker. Now extra like this motherfucker. That's what happens when you pick a woman who actually like you. You actually get blowjobs and all that shit. You actually don't get, I don't feel like touching you tonight and all this bullshit. You don't get none of that. You might every now and then, but not like motherfuckers that are with women who really didn't want them. This is facts. And the same thing goes for y'all women who are with men who really didn't want you. This is why you on Facebook wondering, lost. Why don't men this? Why don't men that? Because you're dealing with men who don't really want you. That's the fucking facts. And why am I saying it so blatantly? It's so fucking, so aggressively, because I hope women will get it. I hope men will get it. And what good is it for me to sugarcoat this shit? Oh, well, you just picked the wrong guy. You'll find the right one one day. No, you won't find the right one day if you keep picking the motherfuckers that don't like you. Or maybe they do like you, but they're a certain type of guy. That's another thing. A lot of people pick the same type of people and expect different results. And a lot of times that's not going to happen. But I still think it's more about, I don't care if a guy is a so-called geek or thug. I think it's more about if that guy likes that woman or not. You could be a thug and love a woman to death and not cheat. And that's what most women really want. But unfortunately, that's not how it works, because most people who are considered thugs are usually player-minded men. So what are you going to get in the end? You already know what you're going to get. Other women. You're going to have to share. Game is so deep, y'all. So damn deep. Shit. So, I think I'm about to go get me some coffee, man. I haven't had coffee in a minute. I feel like I just want some coffee today. Try to stay up, shit. But, yeah, I'm off this motherfucker, man. I know most men, hey, man, I don't care, man. Lying gets me pussy. Twan, fuck what you talking about. Yeah, I guess, man. But, I mean, it's probably getting you pussy that everybody else is getting because they lying, too, to the woman. So you got to think about it. There's a difference between getting community pussy and let's put it like this. There's a difference between getting transactional pussy and validational pussy. Validational sex is when a woman really want to fuck with you. That transactional sex shit, that is usually, you at a party, we kicking it, we having fun, so I'm gonna fuck you tonight, but your other guy can fuck too, he'll fuck next week. That's the type of shit that most men like, though. Most men like that transactional sex. That sex that everybody else can have. Fuck that. I mean, I guess it's cool to a very, very little certain extent. But if I had a choice, definitely validational sex, meaning sex that a woman wants to give to you because she wants to fuck with you. There's a big difference. So, you know, a lot of men are going to say, hey, game works for me, lying works for me because it gets me sex. Yeah, but what kind of sex? Like I said, you're using the same game that the next motherfucker is using, and the next, and the next. So that's why y'all all getting the same pussy too. So it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You know, I'm also saying this for men who actually want a woman, you know, and you really trying to be genuine coming at females. Well, you gotta understand, man, it's not about what you saying and all this bullshit that you think that's gonna make a woman not like you. That's not true, because, you know, trust and believe, a lot of men that these women liked have done the same thing, said the same thing as you, and they didn't get curved. She didn't ignore them. You see, she's only ignoring you because, you know why? Because she really don't like you like that. That's just what it is, man. You could take it or leave it. You don't want to accept it because it hurts your little feelings, then you're probably going to get your feelings hurt anyway, even worse in the end. That's another thing. Like, I'd rather accept rejection, you know, and deal with that little bit of feelings bullshit versus, you know, trying to convince yourself somebody like you, then they hurt you anyway later on, and you didn't put in time with them and all that. You probably didn't pass up people who really did like you and all that. Which one y'all want? This is a no-brainer to me. That's why if I see a motherfucker didn't like me, shit, that's all I need to know. Ain't no fucking hard feelings, because you can't make a motherfucker can't make you like them. So why are you trying to, you know, bully your way into making people like you, and you know, you just hoping that you gonna make a motherfucker like you and all that shit crazy as fuck, man. Either they like you or they don't, and that's how I see it. And that's why I have my balls hang when if I'm dealing with a woman, my balls hang. If I feel like saying, hey, I want to fuck, this is what I'm gonna say. I ain't about to play around and none of that. I'm going to say whatever I feel to a woman. Why? Because I know the next motherfucker that she really like can. So if she really liked me, it did not fucking matter what I said. It don't. Unless I'm like being disrespectful. Yeah, that's different. Like being completely disrespectful. Some women ain't letting that shit fly. But all that other shit, you know, that they try to pull on y'all. I didn't like how you said this. It's how you said it and all that bullshit. It's not how you said it. It's because she didn't like you like the motherfucker that she would let slide with that bullshit if she really liked that guy. And that's facts. They don't want y'all to know that, though. A lot of shit they take out on y'all is because they're doing it because of the other guy, that guy or guys they liked is not reciprocating back. So now they got to take it out on all men. Now all niggas ain't shit. And all men, and y'all got to understand this shit, man. Every woman don't do this, but I'm just letting you know, like when it comes to game, this is why a lot of them are doing this shit. Somebody done pissed them off. Now everybody got to suffer. And that's what men do sometimes. Some women, oh man, women cross me, dog. This is one of that will cross me. I ain't committing to no woman. Now all women got to suffer because some other women done some shit. So you got that shit going on too. You got a lot of this going on with men and women, you know, taking out shit, blocking their blessings from somebody else later, or somebody they meeting now, new, whatever, because of some past shit. A lot of that shit is going on, man. People got trust issues. People think you are the same and all that bullshit. But I do know this: you don't need no game to get a woman that likes you. You do not need no game. All that, he says this so special, that bullshit. It's because she likes that person. If she didn't like that person, he could say the same exact fucking words, and it wouldn't matter. Same way, and it would not fucking matter. Just like let a 1,000-pound ugly woman do something, step on your shoes, versus a very fine ass woman. You know damn well, yeah, you're going to be pissed because that fine woman stepped in your shit, but you know you're going to let that shit slide. You're going to react differently. At least you're going to feel differently about it. And that's just facts. Because it all boils down to how much people like people. Not necessarily who the fuck they are, meaning like, well, I ain't gonna say who they are, but how they are towards somebody. It's really not that. It's about how much somebody like you. This is why a woman could bust a man's windows and do all this shit and men still fuck with him. This is why, or no, I said that wrong. A woman could bust a man's window, whatever, and he'll probably still fuck with her if he really cared. And this is why a woman could get black eyes and all this shit and run right back to that motherfucker. Basically, they give room, so much room, room for error with people they like. And when it comes to men and women they don't really like, oh, you blink wrong. Get me out this date. I'm never going on a date with him again. They find everything wrong when they don't like you. See, this is the problem. Yeah, I gotta say this too before I go. And this is why a lot of people pick the wrong person. When it's somebody they like, they ignore all the flaws and all that bullshit that they should have seen. You see what I'm saying? Just take somebody you like and somebody you don't like, right? They ignore or give passes to shit. Oh yeah, I know he did that right there, but I'm gonna ignore that. You see, all this shit, whatever. They ignore that or give passes to that. But when it comes to somebody they don't like, oh motherfucker, you can't do nothing wrong. I'm on your ass. Everything, I'm looking at everything that they be looking at everything on the day. Oh, that motherfucking shirt creased a little bit too much. He got too many wrinkles in his shirt. Shit like that. So at the end of the day, like I said, man, trying to beat a dead horse, in other words, trying to make somebody like you who don't really like you, it's worthless. Because if they like you, it's so much more effortless. It's so much more effortlessly than all this other strangling shit. You know what I'm saying? Save your fucking energy, dude, for somebody else and for your fucking craft, your project, whatever you got going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short for all this bullshit, y'all.